Really, really appreciate it. Shout out to the NTZ crew. That's Michael Beach of Life on here. He said, hopefully my internet survives big rainfall incoming. Yeah, it's been raining all day here. Jacob Chanje, I hope he's on here. Shout out to my members. There's W Secrets of Success. He said, okay. Let's see what is on tonight's episode of the Real Nitty Gritty. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you. What's up, Chief? Jeff Retired. Thank y'all. My old heads, the Apple Genius reporting. I appreciate your support, man. Any new viewers and subscribers watching, not Facebook, YouTube said last month, excuse me, 56% of my viewers were new to my channel. They had never watched before. And anybody catching this on replay, the peso is 57.65. Unbelievable. Still a great rate. What's up, Angelo? He said, good morning. You still in Cebu, I guess. And I want to remind everybody, if you've been in the Philippines for more than 6 months, you have to get that exit clearance before you leave. You can't just go to the airport and fly out of here. It's a process that you have to go through. And two of my friends have went through it in the last week, Kaz and Angelo. Hey, Marlon, thanks for that super chat. He said, what's up, big boss man and crew? Ron Lawson, what's up? The subject today is, this is what we look like to Filipinos when you don't have any money, when you're broke. That's every last one of us. We want to make sure that you're crystal clear on this by the end of this live stream today. It's all about money for them because they don't have none. And we've made it all about the women. So let's have that conversation and quit complaining because we justify it. There's a guy in my comments already. Here's what he said, and I quote, I don't mind spending it all. It's money well spent. Okay, well, don't complain when you go home broke. Then some guy says, I expect to go home broke. See, this is why the men coming behind us have such a hard problem. It's too many guys justifying the outlandish spending that's going on over here. But let me give y'all a couple of updates from, the kidnapping of the American Elliot Eastman. This is one of the reasons why I don't want to live permanently in America again. There's just people over there who are so immature. There's people who have actually went on his channel. They commandeered his comments. They know that a lot of people are going to come over there and, visit his channel. So they're looking for attention. They're all in his comments, saying that, vloggers were taking advantage of his situation. This is the biggest story right now. Every news agency, every bureau chief, every newspaper is covering this story. It's one of the biggest stories that's hit the Philippines since I've been here, other than the Typhoon Odette and things like that. It's a big, big story. And the fact that he's an American, people are going to cover this. Certainly vloggers. I tip my hat to the vloggers covering it. If you're not if you're a vlog over and you're not covering it, I say shame on you. You owe that to your viewers and subscribers to talk about that. But we stooped to a low, man. Let me say this right here. Kidnapping is wrong. I'm against kidnapping. There's nothing that young man could ever do to change my mind about that. So you can dissect it from every angle you want, and he did this and didn't do that. Kidnapping is wrong, man. Nobody deserves that. It doesn't matter who it is. Because I saw some people in the comments, he was black and this and that. It doesn't matter. Kidnapping is wrong. Whether he's an American, Chinese, Filipino, whatever. And nothing he did or didn't do or the family he came from. Because now all of a sudden we're dissecting this man. He's probably somewhere suffering. Okay? But we got too much time on our hands. But, okay, now this is mostly coming from Rappler. because I like Rappler, but the Swaziland governor says that there are no indications that abducted American Elliot Eastman has been taken to his province from Zamboanga del Norte. There's no confirmed sightings of whether he's alive or dead. But the Swaziland governor, because it was rumored that the boat was headed toward Swaziland or Holo Sulu, but he said he's not here. We would know if he was. It's also being reported in the news that the local police had warned him repeatedly about the threats to him, and they advised him to leave. But he was hell-bent on staying there for some reason. This is what the police lady was saying. You know, but are they just covering their tracks? I don't know. They said that the local police warned him repeatedly. Hey, man, your life's in danger. You may want to leave this place. Actually, they told him to leave. But I think the biggest thing that I saw was investigators, and this is from Rappler, investigators are looking into reports that Eastman's abduction may be linked to his marriage to a local woman who was previously in a relationship with a Sama Sabuko indigenous man who wants her back. So they're looking into that, but we really need to grow up, man. They really taking over this man's comment section, you know, lobbing threats, lobbing accusations. I'm like, y'all too stupid, man. We couldn't be that stupid. We couldn't be that immature, but we are. Okay? But yeah, that's where we are right there. They're waiting for confirmation of whether he's alive or not. No ransom requests. Nobody's taking responsibility. Now they say they got 2 suspects. Hey, Achilles, he says, Achilles last stand, he said, hey, Chet, if there are any Mexicans here, please respect my wishes for yours to leave immediately. I feel threatened and don't want to be made to feel uncomfortable in this safe space. Come on, guys. Get rid of him. He said, no money, no honey in the Philippines. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the video I made this morning. One thing that I left out that I wanted to mention on that vlog was the reason why we spend so much over here. Then, number one, we plan on spending, but number two, more than we spend in our home country. We're in a vacation mode, and it's hard to cut that off over here for some reason, because this is a vacation spot, man, and we remain in that mindset. So here's what it says about a vacation mode. Worrying about money and pinching pesos is not conducive to having a good time. You know, so we spend. It's like, hey, party, drink up, smoke up. You know, we're in dreamland, basically. But it's time to wake up, man, because before it's too late. And you're broke, and you go home broke. Because, man, I'm going to be honest with you. It took me years to figure out where my money was going. I'm like, I know for a fact it's cheaper over here in the Philippines than it is in America. You see it with my own eyes. It was years later till I realized there's this woman next to me that's getting all my money, that's driving my expenses up, that's emptying my wallet, basically. You know, hey, Mopar, thanks for that super chat. He said, thank you for the information on the STEP program with the U.S. Embassy. I registered my hotel room and registered the lady's address, phone, name, including passport, that I will be visiting. I feel safer now. Yeah, that's a responsible thing to do, Mopar. And I wish more people would do it. I've been a member since I learned about it. I was actually over here in 2009 when I signed up for it. I didn't sign up for it before I got here. But when I figured out, when I knew what it was and it was available, it's free, and it's not like they're, you know, spying on you or anything like that. It's just something like this now. if you're in a situation like Elliot, they can easily and quickly get in contact with your family and stuff. He said he set it up for more views and subs. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, he did a damn good job. If he did. And I'm not gonna get shot in the leg with an M16. There's no views and subs, okay, worth that much. But y'all gotta understand, man, y'all not listening, Marcus. The police have already told him, they warned him repeatedly. This is out of Rappler, man. It's a reputable news agency. The local police said that they told him, look, man, there's threats against you. They advised him to leave more than once. He didn't leave. Okay? I'm not blaming the victim. Remember, kidnapping to me is wrong, man. There's nothing he could do to change my mind about that. But to say it was a stunt, man, if it is, I tell you what, he's fooled the whole damn world because the whole world is covering this. If it comes to find out, he's going to be in worse shape than if the Abu Sayyaf did kidnap him. Okay? His credibility is going to be shot. Nobody's going to watch his channel. He said, hard to believe he'd stay after such a warning. It's not for me. It's not for me. I love LaChan. If some of these men over here right now, they're so pussy whooped. This is why I have these discussions, to try to wake you guys up. There's more going on over here than a woman. Remember, I tell you, there's a whole world going on around you. There's some men over here right now watching this. If the police came to them and said, hey, man, you know, there's legitimate threats, credible threats against you, you need to leave. They're not going to leave that pussy. They're not going to do it. Period. So no, it is easy to believe that. They're looking into it now. They're saying, hey, is it her ex who wants her back? Does he have something to do with it? That's one angle they're looking at. Because he's not in Baziland. We haven't heard from the Holo Sulu governor yet. Hey, Nikki Kidd said, how you doing? I'm doing great, man. But no, it's not hard for me to believe I love LaChan. He said, Baltimore 17, Tampa Bay 10 halftime. Yeah, when I looked at that, man, it was 10-0 Tampa, but I think this is Baltimore's year, man. They're so smart, that organization. When they went out and got Derrick Henry, man, I mean, if him and Lamar stay healthy, it's going to be hard to beat them. I'm sorry, man. When they get to the 10-yard line, you might as well just give them a touchdown. But, yeah, we're in that vacation mode. So you don't have a budget on vacation. You're just going to spend until it's gone. And that's what we end up doing over here. We don't set a budget for these women. We just spend, you know, because one thing that we're in denial about is why we're here. We're here because of our low self-esteem. We know that we're unwanted over there. We know we can't get anybody over there, so we come over here because we got the memo. The easiest out the way over here. Okay? But if what I'm talking about today was not true, if it wasn't all about the money, there would be no 18 to 80 blind, crippled, or crazy. These women aren't from outer space. They're not doing something that nobody else does as far as that. If you come over here broke, that's what you look like to them. They're not interested. They're only interested in the men in wheelchairs with disabilities, the 79-year-olds and all of that, because they have money. And you're probably saying, Cal, we know that. Okay, then. If you're okay with it, like the guy said. But some people aren't okay with it. Some people are in denial. I should have put that link in there about men. We think we're better looking and more attractive than what we really are. Men have a tendency of doing that. Psychologists tell us that. There's something that they call that. Okay, we overinflate our attractiveness and our desirability. So when somebody says, man, they only want you for your money, oh, it's not true. It might be for other guys, but not for me. Dude, you're 69, she's 29. You tell me another reason. Why? So we have these discussions because we want men, if it affects men, we're going to talk about it. This certainly affects men. Okay? This certainly affects men. It's just something that a lot of us come over here for, the lower cost of living, but we end up spending more. One guy says, oh, okay, it's okay if you're earning $10,000 a month and you're spending $3,500 a month. How many men over here are earning that kind of money, though? See, this is the kind of answers you get when you give people a reality check. One guy said, well, who is that? He called it brocus erectus, the picture. That's who you are. We're all brocus erectus. If you don't have money over, that's the only interest they have in you. I mean, does anybody, why would we push back on that? When you're paying for everything, all the time, every single day, you're going to spend more on a woman over here than you do at home. There's no Dutch dating over here. There's no, okay, I'm going to pay my way, you pay your way. We're just going to hang out. There's none of that. Okay, I'm going to pay my way, buy my own plane ticket to Baraka. You buy your own plane ticket. There's none of that. You're paying for everything. All the time, every day. So for you guys who are watching, especially the younger guys, they think, oh, I'm nice looking, doesn't matter. You look like brocus erectus, dude, if you come over here broke. All right? Because remember, you say, well, that visa's worth a lot of money. And I want to remind you that dating broke women is expensive. But we don't think about that. We've made it all about the woman, and it's all about the money with her. That's what creates that situation. It's created it right now. There was a guy in the comments under the video. He said, yeah, man, you're right. He said, the girl I'm dating now, she said it to him. Yeah, my friend got the latest iPhone. Now she wants one. Because that's another thing. They've come to expect it now. You know, the worst thing that the worst compliment the worst put down they could give you over here, a woman, is that you're cheap. And you know, that would make me mad if a woman over here called me cheap. That would piss me off. Hey guys, get the thumbs up, man. It's 54 thumbs up and 220 people watching. Support my channel, man. Damn. Like really. Y'all can go over there to them other dull-ass channels. That's what you need to do. Y'all, I'm tired of y'all taking me for granted. Hit the damn like button, man. It's free. So other people can watch it. People who appreciate what I be trying to do. Marlon, thanks for that super chat. He said, you're right. When I went to Manila, I went on vacation mode because I never took it and spent more than he said I never took it and spent more than I should have. We have to change our minds. Yeah, because we're in dreamland, Marlon. We're with this woman that it's like it's a dream. I'm dreaming. You got to pinch yourself 2 or 3 times. You're looking over there at her. Well, I'm trying to wake you up before it's too late, before you go broke. But for anybody who wants to push back against that picture and to argue that, oh, it's not true, you're lying. You're fooling yourself. You're in denial. The only reason they're interested in us is our money. And what happens later on down the line, I don't know. It's up to you. But I know it's not many 23-year-olds and 63-year-olds around the world who have much in common. Let's see what we got. He said, that snatched that boy. He said the thumbnail he said that thumbnail is out of pocket. But it's true, man. I want you guys to understand what it's all about over here. This is abnormal. This isn't normal. These aren't normal relationships you're in. You can make them normal all you want. And we will do that. He said, what time is it, Travels? What's up? I don't know what's going on with this stupid phone. I got a new screen. Okay. He said, quid pro quo. But people's like, oh, it's for all women. I can't speak for all women, guys. I'm over here in the Philippines. Y'all think that you're getting a bargain when you come over here. Those days are over. There's no more bargains. We've overpriced the stock. Normally, it's the opposite. When there's so many items, the price comes down. It doesn't go up. We raised the stakes over here. We did. It's not the woman. It's us. I'm just telling you, when you come over here on that high horse thinking you're doing something, you got the big head. Oh, look what I got. Without your money, man, you're brocus erectus. It's just to keep you humble. You're going to have a better time. But no, the market's always been flooded with the women, not us. If the market's flooded, if I've got stock that's not moving, this women has been on those dating sites for years. You bring the price down, you don't raise it. You don't raise it, but all I'm saying is this is like a duh moment, like duh, when you say, dude, without money over here, this is what you're looking for. They're looking for money. I made a video not long ago. I said, they don't want your love. They don't need your love. They need your money. They're surrounded by family and friends and love over here. But guys don't want to get with that. They really think that they're more attractive. Well, I'm attractive for my age. No, you're not. You're attractive because you got that money. Without money, you don't get the Filipino makeover. When you show up, oh, how tall are you? I'm 5'8". Oh, you look so much taller. How much you weigh? Oh, you look like you've lost weight. I'm 73. Oh, we thought you were 40 plus. You don't get that without money, guys. Okay? I'm just telling you. Okay, yeah, well, he said Trump was great today. Good. Go suck his balls. Go play with his balls then. Don't be on here with it. You see grown men, the way they just, clamor and, just fall all over Trump. Y'all need to take a look at that, really. Y'all really need to take a look at that. Okay, he says, Betty Haas says, oh, okay, you're over in the Philippines. I don't know if there's a woman or not, guys. Y'all know my live stream gets the crazies. She says, yeah, that's where they have a whole lot of young women are chasing the older men because they feel like you're rich and you are compared to them. I don't know what you're saying, but you're right about that. They're chasing us because they're trying to get our money. That's what they're doing. I got a woman right here that'll tell you that, but I don't want her on camera. She'll tell you that's what they want. She's a Filipina. She grew up here her whole entire life in the Philippines. She worked in Singapore before. She took a vacation in Malaysia when she was there, but her whole life is over here. She knows what's going on, but y'all won't believe her. Y'all don't believe the woman. That 23-year-old does not want you for real. She wants your money. But yeah, these guys, man, they just, over Trump like they're groupies or something. Like they want to have a freak off with Trump. Y'all grown-ass men, grow up. Trump was so great today. And we're going to make America fantastic again. Yeah, that's what you said 4 years ago, 8 years ago. We're still waiting on that. She said it's all a game, and it's really sad. Thank you, Betty. But that's why we have the conversation. We're tired of men being food. I don't know what's going on with this stupid phone, my man. Hey, Paul Stanley, thanks for that super sticker. Now, you the same Paul Stanley that's putting out the videos. You sent me a message on my Facebook in my comments of the video. I watched it, by the way. I believe you're a carpenter or something. You're taking houses and flipping them or something. Is that you? She says, it's all a game. It's really sad. Why not find a woman in your own age and stage category? Well, we don't want that now. That's a whole different conversation. We don't want that. We've got preferences like everybody else. See, that's Western thinking. Yeah, it is a game over here. I'm trying to put people up on the game over here. It's not normal, it's abnormal. So if you're all right with it, like this guy says, I don't mind spending at all. It's money well spent. And then this guy says that, what's he say right here? I expect to go home broke. See, those are the guys I like. They're not in denial. But the other part, find a woman my own age, I don't want a 61-year-old woman who doesn't even have any more back to blow out. Okay, remember, when you get that age, you either full of rocks and your pussy's all dry and, painful to even try to make love to you, your pussy's full of cocks and you got elephant pussy. It's been blown out of proportion at 61. We don't want that, okay? I'm sorry. We have something called testosterone that keeps us active a little bit longer than these women. I don't want a 61-year-old woman that looks like Mike Tyson. That's why we come over here. But we come over here in the mindset that all these relationships are real. Why do I say that? Because I thought they were for a long time. When I first got on the dating sites about 2 days before my first trip over here, and I saw the attention I was getting, and I was telling all my friends, man, y'all need to get on these Filipino dating sites. They're different. Yeah, they're different. They're a whole lot different. Yeah, he said that's like a Filipino thinking men coming over want her personality. But see, here's the thing, though. We've made it all about the women. What's this? E3L2PRSW. We made it about the women and they made it all about the money. So without money, this is what you look like. I don't care. You could be Justin Bieber. If you broke, that's what you look like. He said, you got to understand that in the very beginning. That's right. April Irvin. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to shake some of you guys up out of your dream. You're dreaming. You're sleeping. Wake up so you can be okay with it, like the guy says. I don't care. It's money well spent, he said. That's where I am. But when you got guys over here, they thinking they're doing something. They making videos with the woman. Look what I got. I said again, every man over here has a woman who wants a woman. But guess what? Here's the good news. You don't ever have to look like Brocus Erectus as long as you keep spending. As long as you got that pension. Jacob Tanze tells you, man, pension makes us all stunners. Otherwise, man, do you really think a Filipino, 23-year-old Filipino is going to sit around wasting her whole life pushing a man around in a damn wheelchair? Okay, putting his clothes on in the morning, brushing his teeth and all of that. No. But you're going to get people on here, especially the young guys. They think they're exempt from that. It's not. If you're 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy because you got money and you got that visa, that's it. End of story. Now, somehow, some way, y'all end up having some platonic relationship or something where she loves you like a member of the family or something like that. Okay, I get it. He said there's still bargains. You can't pay Neiman Marcus prices for Value City stock, but that's what we're doing. Passport X. And I just said that. There are no bargains over here. There used to be. There's got guys coming over spinning the bag, and the woman is an absolute one. She's a goose. Because we're bringing our thinking over here, our spending habits over here. Yeah, you are spending Neiman Marcus prices on Value City stock over here. There's no way we should be going crazy on women over here with all the women over here that you could have just based on what you are, not who you are. They don't care about who you are. It's what you are. You're a foreigner to every last one of them. That's what you are over here. You're not Chinese. You're not American. You're not anything. You're a foreigner. So you know how many women you could have over here for what you are? He said, send our ass back to the squads era. Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying. Well, you better stay over there where you are. I'm putting you up on game. He said, I've understood that women only care about money since I was 12. Well, they don't seem to understand it over here. They don't seem to understand it, Elijah, over here. They think that these women want them for real, that they're attractive and desirable. No, your pension is attractive and desirable. You know, I make these videos for the new men coming behind me so they can decide, do I really want to go over there and play that game? Or do I want to go over there and see the beautiful country and all that? You know, every man over here who wants a woman has a woman. We're not doing anything, but you see these guys, they get their heads blown up. That's why they take them home, so they can parade them around. They thinking they're doing something. Dude, lose that visa, lose the money, and you broke us, erect us. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Blizzard Abroad, man, I was thinking about you. I watched your video today. What you put out your last video 11 days ago, man? Put out more videos, man. Thanks for that advice. He said, thanks for that super chat. He said, what advice would you give, would you have for an 18-year-old man just starting out in life? Too many older guys about nothing but negativity. Yeah, I would say decide right now what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life. And then take baby steps in that direction. See, when I was 18, man, I still believed in the American dream. And that's really all it is. Most of the guys, the Blizzard Abroad, who got these negative attitudes, we've had negative experiences. So we giving up, man, and they're getting younger. This is what I was talking about on my last live stream. We're getting younger and younger about giving up, man. When I was 35, I was still chasing the American dream. When I was 40, it wasn't until I was 45 and I was going through that bitter divorce that I realized, man, I need to be looking somewhere else. And I didn't want a 45 or 50-year-old woman. But to an 18-year-old man, I'm just saying, I hope you've got a dream. Hold on to your dreams, man. You know, and then take baby steps. Believe in yourself, because nobody else is going to believe in you. Remember the story I told y'all about little Johnny? He got caught drawing at his desk. The teacher comes up and said, little Johnny, what are you drawing? He said, I'm drawing a picture of God. The teacher said, nobody knows what God looks like. Little Johnny said, they will in a minute. See, believe in yourself, man, because nobody else is going to believe in you, man. But what's happened is they've lost hope over there. Because you're right. They're sitting around listening to all these old heads who giving up, who no longer have any dreams. Just because I'm 61, man, I'm still dreaming. That's why I'm sitting here. At some point in my life, I thought this. I thought my way into the way I live right now. At some point in your life, whether it's good or bad, man, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. What's his name? And this is a guy who I listen to all the time, man. He's good, but guess what? His YouTube channel is duty. Nobody follows him on YouTube, but he got a worldwide following. Mike Dooley. Thoughts become things, man. They really become things, the good ones and the bad ones. So you better start thinking about what it is you really want your life to turn out to be. Because we become what we think about, guys. Okay, you don't believe me? Man, all the smart philosophers and everything throughout history, they may argue about this, they may argue about that. But that's one thing that they're all in agreement with. You become what you think about. Okay? Earl Nightingale says a man becomes what he thinks about all day long. If all you think about is pussy, then guess what? You become a damn pussy. Mike Dooley said the thoughts become things on your way home from work, when you're in the car and stuck in traffic. The good ones and the bad ones, man. I'm careful about what goes in my mind. This is why I asked my viewers and subscribers a long time ago, stop sending me that negative stuff from these trolls. I got ambushed yesterday. Now, he's a friend. I know he had good intentions, but dude, you didn't do me any favor. It's like somebody coming knocking on my door and say, you know what, man, Merlin's fooling around on you. You're not doing me a favor when you tell me that. You're really hurting my feelings. I watch what goes into my head. But that's a good question, man, because we got a lot of negative stuff. A lot of these trolls and unhappy men, they have children, man. I can imagine. I'm so thankful. I grew up in the household I did. Wasn't none of that bullshit. Hey, Edward, he said, wholesome job and keeping it real. He says, I'm 73. Who is this? I love LaChan. We thought you were 40. Yeah, I'm broke. 73, you look 80. Yeah, that's right. There is no Filipino makeover without that money. We all get it. We all get it. It's something, it came to my mind one day. Me, Merle, and the kids, we were up in Vista Highland Resort in the mountains, in Don Salvador Mountains. If you come here, man, I would suggest you stay there because this is a place, it's a modern resort. Guess what? The rooms don't have aircon. You don't need it. But I was like, man, you know, and ever since I told Merlin that everywhere we go, in Siquijor, remember when we're catching the tricycle and they asked, how old was I, right? And I think I'm 60 at the time after I did my walk. And the man, you know, they already know I'm going to give him a tip. Oh, we thought you were 40. Yeah, right. Dude, I'm 60. You know I'm 60. He said, yeah, a destitute person calling someone cheap. That's a slap in the face. But that's how bad things have gotten, man. And I don't blame the women. The women are only doing what I would do if I was in their shoes. If you're going to be stupid enough to give me all your money that I'm not even going to ask you for. I don't even know to ask you for that kind of money. Then I'm going to take it. I'm not going to turn it away. But man, have we raised the price over here. We've raised it, guys. Be careful. Pretty soon, man, from the 2009 to now, and what I have to spend versus what I have to spend now. I'm not talking about, hey, booey. I'm not talking about inflation and, you know, just prices going up. It's supposed to be less expensive over here. Everything across the board. It's not. It's not. Because we bring that thinking over here. We don't know how much to spend on them. You buy an engagement ring, you're going to spend all that money. I told you the guy came over here. Y'all think I'm playing. He spent $10,000 on an engagement ring. Really? That damn thing's in the pawn shop right now for about 50,000 pesos. He says, is she younger than you? Absolutely. My woman's 20 years younger than me. But I'm not under any delusion to think that I'm going to be sitting here enjoying the fruits of a woman 20 years younger than me, getting treated like a king and all of that, if I don't have any money. Much more than I thought I needed to make it over here. What times the travel says, I lived everything you're talking about, Cal. It's the truth. He said, what's the point of this channel? My channel is for the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, who has an interest in coming here, whether on a vacation, a slow vacation, or to retire, what we call rejuvenate. We just try to give them an inside look at what life is really like over here. Canada 5150. Go on Old Dog New Tricks and all them. Ask them what their channel's about. Don't come over disrespecting me. Go on over there and ask them what their channel's about. What's up, Kamal? Y'all think y'all can just come on my channel and talk any way you want. Meanwhile, those guys aren't looking at you. Call them on WhatsApp and see if they answer. Send them an email and see if they answer. That's what the point of my channel is. It's a support group. Knock on their door if you know where they live and see if they let you stay the night, feed you at their table and all of that. I'm tired of you guys coming on my channel disrespecting me, slandering me and my good name. It's time. It's 2024, man. Okay? Y'all know where I am. You got a problem with me. But you don't. You're cowards. That's why you sit behind there and talk all that crap. That's why I couldn't live in America. Because I wouldn't put up with it in America. I've got to put up with it here. I wouldn't put up with it over there. I would hunt you down. Because we don't play that where I come from. Grown-ass men. Keep on playing with other grown men. Harry Shoulder said, women can smell money on you. It's like the richest cologne you can wear, but not here, man. Even if you say, okay, all women want security and all of that, you're in the Philippines. You're supposed to spend less money over here. Everything's supposed to be less. But it's not. It's more, and it's because of us. Okay? What does it say? We have no knowledge of their culture. So we don't know what makes them happy. You don't know how much you're supposed to, to spend. You're going on your culture only. You don't even try to know the woman. All you're trying to do is impress her and make her happy to your detriment. There's no self-preservation. We don't practice it over here. We go against every law of nature when we get over here. Okay, that's all I'm telling you. We need to stop that. You're going to need that money. This is your fourth quarter. Let her earn her money, okay? We come over here, we get off the plane doing stupid stuff. And then when it's over with, and then you want, to cry on my shoulder, okay, I understand. He says, I'm Filipino and I love America. Yeah, we didn't say we didn't love America. We didn't say that. I mean, if you came from here, now, if you were born in America, it's a different thing. But if you came over here and now you're in America, I can understand that. Vincent? I mean, because like I said on the video today, dating broke women is expensive. I didn't say poor, because a lot of these women are just broke. They don't have the opportunity. They don't have the jobs. They don't have the meaningful employment that takes them somewhere in their life. It's more just a means of surviving. So if you take them over there, of course they're going to love America. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, as men, we've messed the game up over here. We've really destroyed it. And we only have ourselves to blame because nobody wants to really talk in real terms. Not enough of us are talking in real terms of what it takes over here. It doesn't take half as much as what we're spending. He said, are any plans for a Christmas meetup? Now, that's a good idea. I may do that, Jeff West Bay. And what I would have to do, if there is going to be a Christmas meetup, it's going to be here in San Carlos City. Because, Christmas is big the Filipinos, and I'm not going to take Marilyn away from her family, but it would be here. That's a great idea. Now, the next time we're out, let's see if it's even available, if Meg's Resort is available. Marilyn?
Okay.
Because that's a popular place, especially around Christmas. He said, that's not true, Harry. But we're saying, even if it is true, Thomas, that women can smell money on us, okay, shouldn't it cost less over here? But we made it all about women, and they've made it all about money. They made it clear, okay? They made it clear it's all about money. Y'all think I'm playing when I made the video where the lady said, your $3,000 a month and your $2,500, $3,000 a month, and your $200,000 in the bank's not enough. Lady, you scratching and scraping to get by. Man, come on, guys. That's a true story. Only because she saw her friend getting millions of pesos. But without money, there is no 18 to 80. Blind, crippled, or crazy. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Without money, there is no 18 to 80 blind, crippled, or crazy. Reality kicks in and you're brocus erectus. That's who you look like. Let me show y'all again in case you new here. This is you. If you come over here with no money, thinking you all that. This is every last one of us. No matter how handsome you think you are, and all of that, no matter the age, when you're broke over here in the Philippines, this is how Filipinos look at you. That's how you look to them. They're not looking at you, is what I'm saying. That's the point. Now, who's surprised by that? I don't think anybody watching this is surprised, but you're going to get pushback from younger guys that say, oh, it's for you older guys. Okay, then prove me wrong. Come over here and be broke, and you can't take the woman nowhere. He said busters go to the Philippines and trick like they in the USA. When they get $100 apartment in the province, don't be a dummy. When they can get $100 apartment in the province, don't be a dummy all over the world, dummy. No, but see, this is the argument or the discussion I had with Passport X when he said, "Oh, I'm earning $10,000 and I'm only spending $3,500." Look, if you're earning $10,000, which you would be a rarity over here, you're gonna spend about as much of that $10,000. This is the crazy thing about living in the Philippines for Western men, especially Americans. You're going to spend more money, more problems. You're going to spend more of that $10,000 than $3,500 because you're impressing a woman. You're on vacation mode. Money don't mean anything to you when it should. You're not thinking about the emergency fund. You're not thinking about getting sick. You're not thinking about the trip home or anything like that. All you're doing is trying to satisfy this woman because you're in a dream. You're living a fantasy. You've got low self-esteem. You're 63. You got a 23-year-old woman who's telling you that you look good. You don't look 63. Dude, you look 73 for real. You look like you lost weight. Now you've gained weight over here. You look bad, really. The only reason that she's with us is for our money. Okay, fine. Now that you know that, what can I do? You can put her on a budget. Okay, and then if she don't want that, then go and find somebody that's okay with that budget. That's all I'm saying. Because you know what you're over here for. This guy says it's money well spent. So he must be getting what he wants out of the deal. He doesn't care that he's raised the price for everybody coming after him. And even if Passport X is right, and he's spending $3,500, man, the majority of men come over here don't have $3,500 to spend. Now you've made the woman rich, Passport X. This is what I'm saying. We take them from 0 to 100 real quick. We don't have to do that. It doesn't take that much. He said, crying on Robbie 2-4. Yeah. But when there's people out here, guys, who are telling them the absolute truth, they don't want to hear it, man. You go back and look at that video. And Kaz looked at it. And he knows good and damn well that nowhere in his wildest dreams, him, the man who he was, broke us, erect us in his country, he actually looked a little bit like that man. More than I do, because Booby said, who is that, Daddy? Is that you? I said, no, it's not me. But he looked more like broke us, erect us than I did. Okay, except he was a white guy. You know good and well you're not going to have this type of woman without it costing you. And now you surprised. And then to top it off, it's a long distance relationship. You dummy. She got 2 other men now. Because they see how easy it is. How, man, we fall asleep. Hey, Donald Bledsoe, thanks for that super chat. He said, you're so right. We got to keep self first. This is self-preservation. We won't do it. Our self-esteem is so low, man, that you got to scrape it off the ground. These women know that because their friends are telling them he can't get a woman in his country. He's desperate over there because they're hearing it, man. They're ear hustling. This is what they're thinking in their minds. You can fool them when you come over and say, yeah, that's it, lady. You know, how much was you earning before I got here? 10,000. Okay, then that's what I'm giving you until you earn more. We get off the plane buying houses and lots, cars, iPhone Pro Maxes. Even before we get here, guys, this is what the crazy thing is. You got to get over here first. Assess the situation. Know about the culture. Know about your woman. Know about the peso economy. Because it should cost us less over here. It's only costing us more because of you. You won't get out of the way. You won't listen. Hey, Matt, what's up? You in Mississippi yet? He said, we're products of our own experiences. I think it's best to be humble and learn the culture as a guest. At least for a few years, it's going to help you. It's going to help you. All you got to do, if you practice some patience over here, and you go to the store with her, you know, and see what she buys. Not a whole lot. They don't know to ask you for all this stuff that you're buying. You can't miss what you never had. If you've never had a whole lot of money, when you go and somebody says, I'm going to buy you a car, you're not going to buy a Rolls Royce. You're probably going to get a Kia or something like that, you know, because it's blowing you away. Are you giving me a free car? Oh, wow, Booby. What you got? 23 out of 25. Let's see. You missed. The bed is B. Well, you put a P. It ain't no B. Okay. What's the other? Oh, you only missed one on that. Oh, good job. Boobies had an exam. He said, me too, but I'm American. Yeah, it's not about American. You know, it's just about our entitlement, man. A lot of us were so naive because we don't travel. We're only 4% of the population, but we think everywhere around the world operates the way it does in America. It doesn't. We're only 4% of the population. We don't go anywhere. We're the world champions. No, you're not. They got mad at that guy because he said, no, they're not the world champions. He's telling the truth. And LeBron and them got mad. You may be the best basketball players in the world, but you're not the world champions until you win the Olympics. He was, the guy Noel, the sprinter, he was talking about when they win a championship over here. He said, it's all about money in America too. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. Michael Beach Life said, keep putting that thing on him. Yeah, but you're not going to get the thing without the money. So make sure all of what I'm talking about is irrelevant as long as you keep spending. As long as you got that pension and you got money coming in, you're not going to look like that. The point of the video is it's all about money over here, okay? Y'all made it all about the women. It's our fault. And they've made it all about the money. They say, okay, you want me over here, you got to spend. First of all, I don't have any money. I don't have a job. Okay, you got to pay for everything all the time, every day. So when you go back home, you're going to be like, well, damn, I thought it was supposed to be cheaper in the Philippines than it is in America. It is. It is. Not when it comes to women, though. He said, Rafi Tufo trying to hold back laughs. Yeah. He saw so many stories, more than me. If you think that I'm surprised, imagine what Filipinos must be thinking. They're looking at not only, they're probably disgusted at the women, especially the hardworking people over here who know how tough it is to make ends meet. And these women are squandering millions of pesos, thinking that every man they meet is going to just keep on giving them that money. But you can imagine the stories that he's heard. And if you don't believe me, all you got to do is go on his channel. And when you go on Rafi Tufo, millions of people watch you and they laugh at you and they wonder what's wrong with you. But when I bring it up, I'm being negative. When the whole world sees you act a damn fool, this man gave that woman $2 million, went in debt, by the way. Found out she had 2 other men. And he went to Rafi Tufo. Rafi Tufo asked him straight up, face to face, well, what do you want me to do? Do you want your money back? Guess what he said? Oh, no, I can't get my money back. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have any money. Okay, then why are you on Rafi Tufo? You want sympathy? Is that what you want? When guys like me is trying to tell you don't do that in the first place. But your self-esteem is so low, man. He said, one of my neighbors married, I'm sorry, guys. One of my neighbors married a girl in Davao, 32 years younger than him. He told her he was broke and she didn't care. He has property back in Oz and money in the bank. Yeah, okay, but here's the thing. The woman's not stupid, and he did have money. It's not like he didn't have money, and I don't believe that for one bit. Okay, tell that story somewhere else. Tell the story somewhere else. Why in the world, okay, what's his name? See, this is the kind of guys that you gotta question this stuff. Dr. Silver, one of my neighbors, married a girl 32 years. Okay, so why was she dealing with a 32-year-old anyway? Y'all act like these women are stupid. Okay? He had the visa, right? Okay? She knows he got money. He's not fooling nobody. Otherwise, she's not dealing with him. These women are no different than anybody else. They really want somebody that has more in common with them, closer to their age, and understands their struggle. Like any other women around the world. They eat dried fish. They eat balut. Okay, they drink San Miguel and Red Horse on Sundays and all of that. Goes to church. Okay, and all of that, man. You must think somebody's stupid on here. And if he did, he's the exception to the exception. You got to give women over here credit, man. Women aren't stupid. What woman in her right mind, if she's 20 and he's 52, would want a 52-year-old man, but I'm pretty sure he's older than that. They say she's 32 and she's 64. You guys must think we're crazy. You come on here with them stories. We've been around. We were born at night, but not last night. Filipinos are smarter than that. They know that his old ass got some money. What's he doing on the dating site then? I'm pretty sure he showed his hand. He's not, Mr. Spectacular, like, he's got so self-disciplined. He showed the money. First of all, by coming over here to see her. You think it's cheap to come here? Huh? That's about 5 months' pay for me to come to the Philippines would be Maryland's pay. That's 5 months' pay. You don't think she's looking at me like, yeah, he's got some money? Y'all crazy coming on and talking like that. There is no 18 to 80. There is no age gap relationships without money. Y'all stupid, man. Don't come on here with that stuff. I'm not going to tolerate it because you're only going to confuse somebody coming behind you. Okay, it's enough vloggers out here with their bullshit. Knowing good and damn well the woman they with is not going to be with your old ass. Why? Talking about women want financial security. Yeah, but they also want it from a man who's halfway attractive, closer to their age, and has more in common with them. But they don't have no choice. But for somebody to push back and say, oh, he married somebody 32 years, she told him she didn't have no money. I want to meet this woman. She's probably a one. Yeah, it's live. He says it's just live. She's probably a damn one. Because, remember, the women that we want over here are unwanted. The only reason you got them because the Filipino man don't want them. And it's the same with us over there. The only reason we come over here because we can't get what we really want over there. Don't come on my channel with that foolishness, man. We're trying to have a conversation. We're trying to help each other. Y'all coming on here with that crazy stuff, man. These women do not want you if you don't have money. Okay? Now, why do you want them now? You got to figure that out. Okay? You got to figure that out. But you're too scared to say what you want. You're too scared to put it on the table and say, I want sex on demand. I want this, I want that, or whatever it is. Or you say, I want a traditional woman. Damn it, you want more than that. He says this live. Crazy. He said, travel for too expensive dining. Travel for too, expensive. Dining for too expensive. Clothing for too expensive. Stay your ass at home. No, I'm just saying, find out what they really want. I took Maryland, all them fancy places, and wasted my money. When all I had to do was ask her, hey, where do you shop? I took for granted that she would just love. She would be head over heels for me if I took her to the mall. And Maryland never wore that stuff, man. And I never took her back to the mall. A lesson learned, okay? The only time I buy Maryland something expensive is shoes because she works out and stuff. But I learned real quick, okay, that she's not impressed with those stores in the mall, the gas and all of that stuff, man. Because she's looking at the prices. And she's seeing how much rice and how much fish she can buy with that. Why is he throwing all that money away? We're doing that. We don't give them credit for being smarter than they are. So the guy gets on her, oh yeah, my neighbor. Yeah, right. That's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. He ain't married no woman over here broke, and she thought he was broke and really believed it in her heart she was broke. Why would she marry a man 32 years older than her from a whole different country if he's broke when she can have a broke man live next door to her who looks a lot better than him, much younger, and has everything in common with her? Dr. Silver, convince me of that. Y'all stupid, man. Come on, don't come on my channel. Y'all disrespectful. He said Christmas could be any time from September to January over there. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But the Christmas day is not. Okay, Christmas day over here is Christmas day wherever they celebrate Christmas. Okay. It's just that we're making it far too easy. I mean, he said women can smell foolishness and simpleness on a man. And I believe that there's some truth to that because we're making it too easy. They're really mocking us over here, is what I'm trying to tell you. Look at some of these Filipino vloggers. Man, they're mocking y'all. Y'all sending all that money over here. They having a party on the live stream with your money. And you don't have no problem with that. Here's what the guy says. I don't man spending at all. It's money well spent. Is it? And all you can do is sit back and watch, because they're not going to get naked or anything like that unless you got a private peep show. But he's right about that. They're mocking us. That's how bad it is. You see she's trying her best to hold a straight face. And then when you turn your back, she's laughing. Look at this sucker. 83 years old, and I'm 33, and he really thinks I'm in love with him. Somebody talk to me, man. Do y'all really believe this stuff? Do you really believe that a 33-year-old woman loves an 83-year-old man? Okay. Do you really think that's how she wants to spend the rest of her life in the prime of her years, changing diapers, counting out his prescriptions for him because he can't see and all that stuff? They're going to do that for the money, but that's not really what they want, man. These women are no different than any other woman. They want happiness too. They want good times too. We've made it normal. We've normalized tricking over here to the 10th degree. It's okay. Everybody wants to say it's transaction. No, you got to get something in return for it to be a transactional. And just because you give her $1 million pesos and she gives you a blowjob, that's not a fair exchange. This is what you guys are crazy about. There's no way that what she can do for you will ever equate to what you're doing. So what you need to do is make it even. And if they don't want to deal with that, then you need to find somebody that's okay with that. He says you have to set the standards early. Yeah, but we're not going to do that. We've got hot pants. And some guy says, oh, what do you mean when your nuts is on fire? You know what I mean. You just want me to say it. You know exactly what I mean. He hasn't had sex in a long time because he said, hey, been 14 months. I'll be glad when I get back over here to my girlfriend. They haven't been together for 14 months. He's holding on. I guess he's holding on. Probably holding on to himself. But anyway, and I said, I know your nuts is on fire. You trying to release as soon as you possibly can. So if you come over here in that condition, no amount of money is going to be enough that you're spending. And that's what happens. We come over here in such terrible shape, such terrible condition, that you think that's a good deal. That I buy a house and a lot, for her, for some intimacy, for her to make love to me. Let's see what we got. He says in a quick, she comes to the U.S. on a fiance visa, but it's not, what's he saying? But it's not out of love. Yeah, we're doing that, though. We're doing it for our own selfish reasons. And all I'm trying to do is to let you guys know that if it's okay with, it's better to be okay with. It's better to know and then decide, okay, am I okay with this? Than to be in some type of delusion. Because a lot of the younger guys over here in a delusion. They're thinking that they're not brocus erectus. They thinking, oh, the woman wants me because I'm nice looking. I'm young, I'm nice looking, I'm desirable, right? They really think these women want them for that. They don't, man. Because there's young, desirable, attractive Filipino men over here who are broke. Okay, if they don't care about your money, they look better than you. They have everything in common with her. They understand her. They laugh at the same jokes. They watch the same movies and the teleseries and all that. They on their phone on TikTok all day long. All you do is screw the woman all day. Okay? Both of y'all looking at your phones. You don't really have nothing in common but a freak off. That's all.
I don't eat booby.
What, booby? He said the Filipino minimum wage ranges from $5.73 to $6.10 per day, varying across the country regions. Yeah, that's if you have a good job. That's if you've got a regular job, I mean. You do understand, Steve, that most people that you're going to come in contact with don't have a regular job.
Daddy.
Okay, they're probably earning somewhere around 150 to 200 pesos a day. That's the reality of it. Okay, here. So, let's just say that what the figures that you're saying is correct for everybody over here. Okay, that's about what, $11 a day, with the peso being 57.65. So why would you come over here and give a woman a $1,500 phone for? We buy iPhone Pro Maxes over here like they're going out of style. So now that you know that, and it's, you know, you're telling the truth for people who have a real job, then why are we spending so much money, Steve? If you know that the woman you're dealing with is earning that kind of money, what is pushing you to overspend like that? When if you just doubled the woman's salary, if you know, man, if you just gave her 1,200 pesos a day, not only should she be happy, somebody double my salary, you think I'm not going to be happy? But we go way beyond that. The woman's not even expecting it. Listen to me, man. I know what I'm talking about. We're giving them so much money. Man, there's a guy over here, and I tell this story all the time, and I'm going to tell it until I'm blue in the face, until I'm not on YouTube anymore. He gave the woman 1.3 million cash pesos. The woman at the time was earning 285 pesos a day. That's what minimum wage was. There's no reason for that. Okay? Now, of course, she's broke. Of course, she's broke. Not only that, but giving her about 55,000 pesos a month on top of that. Okay? She thought she hit the jackpot. Yeah, if you were used to managing that kind of money, but you wasn't. So now you broke. You don't have nothing. Absolutely nothing, guys, when I say nothing. But I'm not picking on her. I was down in Zamboanga when I was living down there. And I've told this story before, but I'm trying to hammer home the fact that we're putting so much money in these women's hands that they can't handle it. It's like the lottery winners in America. In a few short years, they're broke. But over here, it's like a few short months. The woman was married to a Swiss guy. He was good to her, you know, for all that I knew, they had a regular marriage. Well, he died. Left the woman like a $10 million home, 10 million peso home, several million pesos in the bank. Don't you know within 1 year, because I think the woman got on drugs or something. She had a young Filipino boyfriend. This woman went through all that. First of all, sold the house for just a smidgen of what it was worth, and just went through all the money. Within a year, the woman's living right back in the squatters area. Okay, so it's all about money here. You can argue with me all you want. According to psychologists, men, we overinflate our attractiveness and desirability. So you're sitting here thinking that the woman really likes you. Dude, you're 73 with a limp, okay, with a gut, you know, and everything. She's 24, but you convinced yourself it's love. He said, It's plenty of money, but for free. Beach, yeah. He said, make brokers erectors t-shirts. Yeah, I might do that. That's crazy. With this, I'm broke. He said, hi, I'm brokers erectors. Cal, I'll pay and wear it at the gym. Yeah, see, Joseph Relevant, he said, because everybody's like, who is this guy? Is he such and such? You know how they name all of our, you know, I guess ancestors or whatever it is. But he said, brokers erectors. It was hilarious to me, but he's telling the truth. He said the club owners are pimps. Well, these women aren't even going to clubs. These are women that we're getting, you know, unless you look at the dating sites, it's online clubs, which they basically are. You know, and then you actually have men who, because I had to think this all the way through. Okay, because I've used this expression before, don't leave with your wallet. But what I meant in the video I made was, don't make it look like you're buying the woman. Don't treat her like a prostitute. That's the video I did when I said don't leave with your wallet. That's what I was talking about. Because Filipinos are very proud. You know, they don't want you to look at them as a bar girl. Because when you look at it real, you know, with no gray in the middle, just black and white, I'm paying you to be with me. What's the difference? Okay. But now you've got actual vloggers telling men to come over here and don't leave with their wallet. Well, what else you gonna leave with? What else do you have to offer this young woman? Everything that has to do with finances. That's it. You have nothing else to offer her that she's interested in, that she even wants. Okay? Yeah, they both eat balut. They both watch Showtime. It's Showtime at 12 noon. They stop everything they're doing. They have everything in common. But you got the younger guys over here, the men who think they're more attractive than what they really are, and who are more desirable. Oh, they don't want me for my money. She really loves me. You speak for yourself. Speak for the older guys. This is the ones you get the pushback for. Man, this guy's over here look a whole lot better to you, to her than you. You're fooling yourself. Hey, Lawrence, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, thanks for your channel. Because of the information you have provided, I'm better prepared on my arrival to the Philippines. Thank you, man. I hope so. But here's what my experience has taught me, Lawrence, is that once men get off the plane, they forget everything I say. And, you know, period. It just goes out the window because they immediately go into the dreamland. Okay, now she's not in FaceTime. She's right in front of you. She knows what to do, man. It's a script. They got us, man. They know us front and backwards. And this is why I want you to know about the script. That's why I told you about it. Because it took me a while. I'm like, well, damn. Every time I come over and meet a woman, I don't care where she's from, it plays out the same way. I said, this must be a script. It is. And they get you. Because they already know. Remember, somebody already put in their ear. He's lonely over there. He can't get a woman. There's no telling when he's had sex, you know. And it's true, you know, but guys will lie. Remember, we lie about everything. If you ask guys watching here now, the last time you really had a nice-looking woman, I'm talking about to make love to you, you're not paying for it. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I mean, the real intimacy, real passionate, you know, love making. It's probably been a long, long time. So she's going to give you that on steroids, man. You don't have a chance for real. Unless you know it's coming. Unless you know that's part of, you know, that's the bait. But you don't hear that because you can't hear me, you know, over her lips smacking. You can't hear what I'm saying in your mouth. She's smacking on, you know, on your damn nuts. Hey, thanks, Paul Stanley. He said, Kat, can we hear the expert prayer tonight? Yeah, I'm going to say it because people don't think it's real. That sex pet prayer is not the expat prayer. It's the sex pet prayer. They come over here for sex, but we're afraid to say it. We're grown men, and we won't even tell each other why you coming to the Philippines. She don't care. She knows what she wants, money, and that's why she gets it. But you're afraid to say it. You know, we're embarrassed about it. Grown men, got children, grandchildren, all that, and you're afraid to tell the young woman over here, why you really coming 8,000 miles? Yeah, he's freak off. P9 in America, freak off. That's what it is. And they know it, you know. They're smarter than what we give them credit for, much smarter. When that guy says, oh, the man, my neighbor told her he even didn't have no money. Okay, so why would she want a 70-something-year-old man? Tell me that, Dr. Silver. With a Filipino over here with a whole life ahead of her, why would she want a broke-ass 71-year-old man? Y'all on the wrong channel to be talking that crazy. That's foolishness right there, to think somebody's going to believe that. Yeah, Laurie said they often grew up together having a crush on each other. We act like that they don't have matinee idols over here. Like Coco Martin and Daniel Padilla and all those guys, Gerald Anderson and all those guys don't exist over here. I'm going to tell you this again. They go to bed at night dreaming of Filipino men, and they wake up in the morning thinking about Filipino men all day long. That's who they really attracted to. Go back and watch my video, The Fantastic 4 Inches. That because you got all the money and all the fancy stuff don't mean nothing. She really wants a Filipino man. But that's nothing. That's no different than black women and white women and everybody else. That's just natural. We want people we got the most in common with. This is an abnormal situation. All you got to do is just sit for 5 minutes and think about what's going on over here. For you to understand this is abnormal. There's nothing normal about it. That you're going to pay all that money to get on a dating site. Talk to a woman three decades younger than you. Get on a plane. Pay all the money, by the way, to buy a ticket. To come all the way over here, you're going to be 20 hours in a damn sardine can. Uncomfortable as hell. Even if you're in first class, it's a long-ass flight. It's still 20 hours. Okay? And you get over just to meet her. Man, you guys is crazy, man. If you think that's normal. But then you'll make, I came over here for scuba diving. I don't want to go around the world, you say. This is the fourth quarter. I can do whatever I want to do. Yeah, I agree with that. But let's get a few things straight, man. There's nothing normal about these relationships over here. They're abnormal. As long as you know that, you're fine with it. But don't pretend that you don't know. These women are pretending to love us, like us, and are interested in us. We look like brocus erectus. That's why I put it up there. That's really what we look like to them if you don't have any money, anything to offer them. You might as well stay at home. She's not going to look at you for 1 minute. What makes you think a woman, like I said, at that age, wants some man she's got to lead around in the mall all the time? You can't see, you can't hear. Okay, you can't do nothing. But she's young and full of energy and everything like that. She's doing it for the money. He said, yeah, every time I hear that name, yeah. I can't take credit for that. Joseph Rellifer came up with that. But that's who it is, man. That's who we are. He said, should I live in the Philippines and start a life there as a white man? Yeah, I mean, so it's your choice. I love it over here. Because the Philippines is what it is. You're not going to change the Philippines. The Philippines will change you. I think when you coming from the West, it's a stark contrast to the life you were living over there. You don't even have to come here and live full time. Just come over and take a break. A lot of us need a long, well-deserved break, man. Be honest, man. When the last time you took 90 days off? Y'all think I just be making up stuff when I get on these vlogs? This stuff is well thought out, man. It just hits me, man. I get my stuff out of the ether. It's been, man, most of us has never been able to, that's a lifetime. The most we've ever taken out, unless you're unemployed, is a week or two. The boss won't let you get off. So to take 90 days off, that could be all you need to get back on track. So 1 week, 2 weeks, that's not enough, man. It's not enough. He said, what part of the U.S. did you come from? I'm from Kentucky. I left at 18, joined the Navy, and that's what opened up my ass. I've never been the same since. Going to all those places we went to. I've been through the Suez Canal. I've been to Haifa, Israel, Naples, Italy, Rio de Janeiro. I've been to Colombia, South America, Europe, Africa. I never was the same after that. But I knew nothing about the Philippines when I came here in 2009. I absolutely knew nothing. I was just as naive as some of you guys are about it. Probably more. Because I really thought they were into me. It was years before I realized what was going on over here. After all the bad experiences I had over there, just a woman just showing me that type of attention. Man, it blew my mind. I couldn't handle it for real. I was living a fantasy every damn day. But when I got home, I was broke. And I couldn't figure it out. It's because I was spending big money over here on those women, man. Staying in 5-star hotels, man. You don't have to do that over here. I'm not saying come over here and mistreat anybody. I'm talking to the men. I'm saying, let's stop spending so much money over here, wasting money, throwing it away. Because the woman's not even going to appreciate it anyway. Most of the women we deal with, I'm talking about the ones we deal with, man, a real mattress in a 2-star hotel with hot and cold water, aircon, she eating, eat rice 3 times a day, meat 3 times a day. That's a come up. But we bring our spending habits over here, our Western thinking over here. We don't care anything about what she thinks. I got this. So we take her to TGI Fridays. The woman's like, well, I remember I took my wife the first time. We're in Dumaguete. There used to be a Shakey's. Anybody that was in Dumaguete back in 2010, tell you what I'm talking about. There used to be a Shakey's on the boulevard. And I took her there, and the man comes by, I order, and she's just holding the menu there. And I'm like, are you going to order something? She said, I've never seen a menu before. I don't know what I don't know what to do. She had never seen a menu before. So most of the women we deal with, here's the menu. They go from pot to pot, open it up. And I'm just telling you the culture. You got to get to know the culture so you can stop wasting all that money you wasting. They'll go to the Carandera, and that's the menu. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? But I took her to Shaky. She didn't even know what to do. She's holding the menu. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know I've never had a menu before. See, that's the stuff we take for granted. We don't even take a minute out to even try to get to know the women. All we want to do is blow their backs out. That's all we want to do over here. So they said, okay, we know what you want, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a whole lot more. He said on a scale of 1 to 10, he says, let's see. How does a TGI Friday girl look like? Well, they're only going to, most of those restaurants like that, in those malls, they've got requirements. They got standards. Okay.
Yeah, you're done vlogging.
Not yet. They got standards. So you're not going to get any chicken heads in those places. You really get nice women. They're college educated most of the time. When they're working in those establishments in the malls, they've got a college education. He said, Cal, you wrong for the thumbnail. No, but I'm not. I'm saying, my point is, actually, you know where I got that thumbnail from? Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate said, okay, no matter how handsome you think you are, if you don't have money, this is what you look like to women. And I said, that's the same thing that's going on over here with the 18 to 80 blind group of the crazy. If you don't have any money, this is what you look like. This is you. You know, because they're not looking at you. This is who you look like. They're like, I don't want nothing to do with you. But for some reason, we think that we're the exception to the exception. You know, the guy gets on here. Man, I can't get it. But see, that's what I run into in my comments. Guys like that. And these guys, you know, they'll say, oh, just tell the woman you ain't got no money or whatever it is. Guys, these women aren't stupid. Okay? They done peeked you out a long time ago. That's why there's something you've shown your hand, some kind of way. You got the big motorcycle on your profile pic, or the nice car, you in front of the house, or you FaceTime and she sees all that nice stuff around you. You're not fooling nobody. He said, eating out can be quite a luxury. Well, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, I love the child. But we take it for granted. We think like the woman lives the same way we live at home. I took my wife, my wife got a college degree, man, but she just had never went to a restaurant like that before. She didn't know what she was supposed to do with that thing. Remember the girl I told you that said, the one and only woman that's ever told me, you can do anything to me you want to. I took her and her family out to eat at a little restaurant in, what's the name of that little city? Whatever it was, man, we get to the restaurant, man, they don't have no shoes on. They done left their damn shoes outside the door. I mean, it's crazy. I'm not laughing at them. I'm telling you, it's their culture, man. But I'm saying, you know, I looked around, man. Nobody's got on shoes but me and her. And I'm like, look, tell your family to go get us your shoes, you know, before I die in here. You know, but I'm not making fun. I'm just saying I didn't even try to get to know anything about the culture over here. But they had never been in a restaurant before. Mr. Passport King says, I met people here that have never been in a hotel or a boat or a plane. Yeah, but we take it for granted. Thank you, man. This is all I'm saying, guys. Y'all get it. I love the John Passport King. Because y'all over here, you're married to Filipinos. You understand what I'm trying to do when I make videos like this. We bring our Western thinking over here. We think that, it's just that she don't have as much money, but she's been on an airplane before. Same thing with my wife. When I flew her from Zamboanga to Cebu, she was scared to death. She had never been on a plane before, but she didn't have no choice. Either you're going to meet me there, because I'm not coming there. You know, it's not because I didn't know nothing about Zamboanga. It's just how you come to me. I never even knew Zamboanga was, you know, had the reputation it did. Even when I went there, it was only like the second or third time I was there did they tell me, and I got mad. I'm like, why did you tell me? I'm enjoying myself. Then all of a sudden, they start telling me the history of the place. And don't say Abu Sayyaf, and don't, do this and do that. You know, the bomb went off over there. And I'm like, oh, man, what did you tell me? You done messed up my whole time. Now, you know, it took me a while to stop looking over my shoulder, because it's ironic when you go to a place like Zamboanga, excuse me, nobody seems to be afraid. once you know all this stuff, you look around, it's like people are going about their life like nothing ever happened down there. And it's kind of strange, man, when you know that at any time this thing could pop off at any time. But they just go around like it's nothing. So that's why I was able to finally calm down. I said, well, hell, nobody else is scared. Why should I be scared? But she'd never been on a plane before. Hey, Wes Butler, thank you, and welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders community. The fourth quarter, we'll be having our members only live stream. I normally do it on Wednesday. Sometimes I don't get to do it. But we take this stuff for granted. So we come over here and buy real diamonds, by the way. We're buying real gold and diamonds to women who've never had real gold and diamonds. There's levels to this, is what I'm trying to tell you. I had to learn it, man. I'm telling you stuff I learned. It's levels to this. You don't buy a woman a gold and a diamond right away over here. You start out with silver. At least it's real. You start out with silver, maybe a cubic zirconia. But that's a lesson I learned. The woman that said, you can do anything to me. I went straight to the jewelry place and spent $23,000 in 2009. That was, how much, 15 years ago? What would that be now? What, 70,000? Man, and that's why I tell you, I promise you, by the time I got on the airplane, by the time I landed in Chicago, it was already pawned. Because the first time we talked, I lost the ring, she said. You lost it? How? I just left. And finally, because, they don't want to disappoint you. So they'll tell these white lies. I lost it. But come to find out, I put it in pawn for $5,000. So I come back and I get it out and I say, look, if you put it in there again, I'm not getting it out. Well, by the time I got back home, it was in there. But this time, I needed school supplies for a project. Okay, well, let's go stay in there. And that was really the beginning of the end of our relationship. And then her brother, he apologized to me for it. I'm like, well, you ain't got nothing to apologize for. He said, old women pray, the firemen. He said, old women pray. The firemen have a prayer. Let's all bow our heads. The sex pet prayer. It's not the sex pet Philippine prayers. It's a sex pet prayer, And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Dear Father, I'm falling short of the glory of your Son, Jesus Christ. But forgive me, I'm getting ready to blow her back out. I ain't had pussy since pussy had me. Amen. And you come over here and you do the freak off. And then once you done emptied your sack, now you go and you ask forgiveness again. He said, how do they look though? Well, I'm just telling you, Alpha Chino, just reading between the lines, man, you're not going to see ugly women serving food in these malls, in these establishments. They're going to be nice looking. There's a reason for that. See, over here, they've got standards that they can put in the application. You can't do it in America. You got to be a certain height. You got to have a pleasing personality, they'll say. Fair skin. You got to have all that. See? You can't do that in America. You just got to, post a job and that's it. You can't, you can, the qualifications, yeah. But the physical part, you can't do that. You'll get sued. You'll go out of business. But over here, that's not the case. So they already know the standards. That's why only the nicest looking ones end up working in those places like that. Blizzard Broad said Jolly B is overrated. I actually like Jolly B. He said, yeah, there's an age limit on those jobs too. Thank you. I forgot that. See, you can't do that in America. That's discrimination. But yeah, I think it's 30, 18 to 30. Once you get over 30, you're done. So that's why if you get a good job here, you better keep it for the rest of your life. Or else start working for yourself, which a lot of people are starting to do over here with the internet and everything like that. You know, a lot of people over here, they're not poor, man. They're broke. There's just no opportunities for them, really. Because that's why they leave and go out of the country and they thrive, man. I'm just telling you about the Filipinos I've met in America, man. They're thriving, man. I didn't meet any of them that wasn't doing good. Zero that I met in the 4.5 years I was going around. I didn't meet any Filipino that was just sitting at home not doing anything. Okay, strung out on drugs or something like that. Not in America, not in the people I came across. They know the opportunity they were given and they did not take it for granted. He said, and that's sad. Yeah, you know, but remember, we're in their country. It's really competitive over here. It's very competitive over here. But let's get back to what we look like if we don't have money over here. It's all about money. Is anybody, put a 1 in the comments if you didn't know that. I mean, honestly, if you didn't honestly know that it's all about money over here with these relationships. And I don't care what any vlogger you're listening to, see, they always leave that out. They tell you, oh, where to meet the nicest Filipinas, what Filipinas want and all that. But they never leave out, they never tell you that it's all about money. That's what they conveniently leave that out for some reason. I don't know. They're giving you the impression that the woman that they're with is not with them for money. They're lying to you. That's not true. Under no circumstances is that true. Okay, I'll put down here. What else does a 73-year-old man have to offer but financial security to a 30-year-old woman over here? They're not from outer space, man. These women are not the exception. And just because you see women later on who form some type of bond with the man, it's come after millions and millions of pesos, and, you know, years and years of being with him and everything like that. Initially, it's all about the money because we made it all about the women. Neil Davis says, or because their Filipino has a professional job or had a professional job like a school teacher or a dental assistant. What are you saying? I'm just saying that you typically in America now, I'm talking about, I'm not talking about anywhere else. You just don't see unemployed Filipinos over there lagging around. Maybe I just didn't see them. I'm talking about the ones I was around because I was around a bunch of nurses, really. A lot of them were nurses, excuse me, but either way, I mean, they were working, man. He said, it's not a lie if you believe it. Yeah, it's still a lie. It's still a lie. That don't change nothing. He says, I look like Brocus Erectus because I ain't looking for a relationship. I smash and dash or nothing else. He says, I'm digital nomad passport, bro. Yeah, well, you're making it worse on all of us. You know, do you know whether you got kids back here? I mean, do you know the universe is watching? Universal law, I mean. And you're not getting away with anything, DJ Lord Buck. The longer it takes for it to catch up to you, the worse your punishment's going to be. Or whatever good you've done, the bigger the reward is going to be. But you're not getting away with anything. Okay? You may be walking across the street and get run over and live. And now you can't walk. You're stuck in a wheelchair all day, or you're paralyzed. You're not getting away with nothing, guys. We're not talking about mistreating anybody. We're talking about stop spending so much money, more money than you have to spend over here, more money than she's even thinking about in her mind. She don't even know to ask you for that kind of money. That's how much money we're giving away and we're spending. It's all about money. If you don't know that by now, I'm going to keep on saying it because nobody else is saying it. They're not even whispering it. They're going to tell you, oh, where's the best place to find when, 18 to 24, I think I seen where some man was there. These are baby dolls, and 30 to something, 25 to 30 and something, you call them something else, experienced veterans or something, and then 30 to 39. You know, they do all of that stuff, but they don't tell you that it don't matter, they cost. And when they tell y'all don't leave with your wallet, then what you gonna leave with? What else you got to offer a woman? Now he says, Shane says, it's about money in a Western country. We already know that. But I'm saying this, you come to the Philippines because you think you're gonna get a deal. Shane, you're not gonna get a deal. It's gonna cost you more over here. And you're thinking, you're crazy, there's no way. That's what I thought. Because everything else costs me less over here, but not when it comes to a woman. It's going to cost you more. And because you're paying for everything, listen to this, Shane, that you don't do in the West, that you guys aren't listening. All y'all trying to do is respond. You're not listening. There's no way you're dealing with a woman in the West over there where you're paying for everything all the time, every day. You wouldn't deal with a woman like that over there. She better be the throat goat. She better be a bad mama jamma, is all I'm saying. Because you're not going to put up with it. Okay? Whereas just, you know, when you come home, she's going to surprise you on your birthday. She got the cake. She got all of that. That's not happening here. There's no, okay, I'm going to pay my way and you pay your way. That's not happening over here. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It's all about money because they don't have any. She doesn't need your love. She needs your money. But for some reason, we think these women need our love. They don't. Hey, Mopar, thanks for that super chat. He says, I'm coming over in 2 weeks to stay a month. I don't want to bring too much or too little cash. How much money would you suggest to bring to be safe and not to be a target, but enough to stay safe? I always say 1,000 per week. For however many weeks you're going to stay, 1,000. But Mopar, that's just my humble opinion. But that doesn't include your accommodations. 1,000 spending money. You should be okay over here. But remember, we're in vacation mode. So it's how drink up, smoke up. Let's get drunk. You're going to end up spending more than that. It's just something grabs a hold of you when you get over here. People always talk about, you know, how few tourists the Philippines got. Look, don't ever get this twisted. This is a tourist destination. When you get out and the sun is shining, man, you see those palm trees, those coconut trees and all that. You're going to get in vacation mode. We're worrying about money and pinching pesos, man. You know, you're just not going to think about that. That's not conducive to having a good time. So that's why you spend, when you go to the province, you buy, you know, more than what you're supposed to buy. You know, I say don't spend more than 200 in the province, and that's a lot. But, you know, it's so much, the lechon costs so much now. You know, the lechon is 8, 9, 10,000 now. You know, so, but I'm saying that's why, because now you're going to, in your eyes, you're going to think, oh, only a 6 red horse, that's not enough. Yeah, let me buy 12. And give me 6 more old Pilsner or whatever it is. You're going to spend more. But if it's just you and that woman, you're gonna, be at the beach, because that's where you're gonna spend less money, on the beach, relaxing at the resort. 1,000 should be okay. But that's really one question I can't answer. Because, man, and it depends on who's waiting for you at that airport. There's a lot to do with it. If you got a certified damn piece, or what you consider a certified damn piece, good luck with your bankroll, man. I'm just trying to be honest with you, man. Something happens to us when we come over here. That doesn't happen to you at home, man. Imagine, King B. Stacker said, it's been 14 months since I've been with my girlfriend. Okay, now imagine when he gets over here, man, how he gonna act. Some of y'all, it's been more than that, and you've never met the woman before. And there she is waiting, and she's everything you thought she was, and more. Man, them $1,000 peso bills are gonna come flying out of your wallet like they're going out of style, man. But y'all think I'm joking. Unless you want to be like DJ Lloyd Buck and come over here be a cheap Charlie, talking about smash and dash. You're not doing nothing, dude. You're making it worse on everybody else, what you're doing. He said, was it true that a foreigner was kidnapped in the Philippines? It was. He was abducted. The update said that, and this is from Rappler, the Basilan governor says that there's no indications that the abducted American, Elliot Eastman, has been taken to his province, meaning Basilan, from Zamboanga del Norte. He said he would know. He said he's proud to say, now this is from the governor's mouth, that Basilan has been eradicated of the Abu Sayyaf. He said they're not there anymore. We've got rid of them, he said. And he said, our friends and everybody were watching. We would have saw that. We would see, we would know if he was here. He's not here. Okay, there's no confirmation of whether or not he's dead or alive. No ransom note. No that he's taking responsibility. But now they're investigating. It says investigators are looking into reports that Eastman's abduction may be linked to his marriage to a local woman who was previously in a relationship with a Sama Subuco indigenous man who wanted her back. They're looking into that now. They've got some persons of interest. Okay. But even though police, because it's been reported on the news, in the paper today, that local police told him repeatedly about the threats against him, and they advised him to leave on several accounts. He wouldn't leave. But I'm on record saying I'm against kidnapping. It's wrong. And nothing this young man could ever do that would change my mind about it. People are trying to put it on him. Oh, he's stupid and this and that. There's nothing he could do that's going to make kidnapping and abduction okay with me. It's wrong, man. Wrong is wrong. And people are talking about all the vloggers are taking advantage, man. Take that and stick that up your ass. This is one of the biggest stories in the world now. I didn't make it big. Every news agency, every news bureau, every television station is covering this now, mainly because he's an American. And it's been so long since an American was abducted over here like that. You got people who are actually in the comments arguing about whether or not that was the FBI or not. Man, y'all need to grow up, man. What difference does it make? They said it was the FBI. Okay? Why would they put that in there if it was, oh, the FBI, they this and that. It's not this is a state thing. How's it a state thing and a man's international? It doesn't matter. They're looking for the man. They're searching for that man. They're assessing the situation. Maybe they want to pass it on to the U.S. Navy SEALs because there's special forces over here. Okay, down there, especially in Zamboanga, del Norte, okay? There's Navy SEALs, there's Rangers, there's all that down there, guys. I used to see them at the store on a daily basis. They can't. CIA and every damn thing else is down there, okay? But they're arguing about that because we love to argue. Oh, that's not FBI. Hey, Eric Powell, thanks for that super chat. He says, if he married her and then convert to Islam, that's a major issue that wouldn't go unanswered. But they said that he did. He went by Muhammad. They're not going to play that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Even if you go online and you're chatting with a Muslim woman, she's not going to get rid of Islam to marry you. You're going to have to convert to marry her. But I'm just saying now, everybody, you know, some people are saying they're trying to blame the victim, man. Some people are even going so far as to say it was a stunt. Man, y'all crazy, man. If it is a stunt, he's fooled the whole world. It would have to go down as one of the greatest stunts of all time. But that doesn't change my mind about kidnapping, man. Nobody deserves that. The terror. He's probably lucky to have survived that boat ride, wherever they are. And if it was the ex of the woman he was dealing with, more than likely, they probably threw him overboard. Have you ever been out to sea? Remember the Earth's approximately about 70% water. And one thing about the Philippines that will make, when you get on these ferries and these boats, you'll see how small we are. Man, that water, man, you get way out there, they could have took him far enough out and dumped him in the water. I hope that wasn't the case. But to blame him, I think it's premature. I think it's immature and it's ignorant. Hey, Wes Butler, thanks for that super chat. He said, my girlfriend works and stays in the walking distance of Robinson Mall. Do you think it's safe to stay in Tacloban Avenue Hotel? I stayed in Tacloban, but remember, I was only there for a few days, okay? The only thing you really have to worry about in Tacloban is the weather, Wes Butler. You know, one thing that people said when this guy got kidnapped, oh, I've been in, you know, where he lives and nobody bothered me. Yeah, but you didn't live there. You know, you hit and miss. You go in there, take care of your business and leave. You're probably going to be okay. The man was living there. Okay. Tacloban, though, what you need to worry about is the weather, especially around this time. That is Typhoon Central. As a matter of fact, next month will be the anniversary. I want to say, is it the 13th anniversary of Typhoon Yolanda? If you haven't heard of Typhoon Yolanda, if you go into Tacloban, you need to research that, man. Other than that, you're going to be fine. You know, the Philippines is safe for me. I'm just saying, I've been fortunate enough. I've never had problems here in my whole over 15 years. But I don't say it's safe anymore. I say it's safe for me. It just depends, man. You know, there is some places you don't need to be going. But let me reassure anybody out there who thinks they're going to get kidnapped. The most dangerous place in the Philippines is on the road. Don't ever get that twisted either. So why y'all worried about getting kidnapped? You're probably going to get run over or be involved in some type of terrible accident, car crash or something. That's what you need to be worried about. See, we'll keep our mind on one thing and off something else, and something else is what's going to happen to you. That's what I'd be worried about, crossing the damn street. A lot of these guys coming over here driving, you know, they're getting right into the cars, driving and getting these motorcycles. Pick up the paper and read it. You see it all the time. I mean, it's probably, you can pick up the paper today, Cebu and Manila, especially the big cities, somebody's been killed on the road. It's usually because these motorcycles cut in front of these big trucks, and these big trucks can't stop in time. The brakes don't work, more than likely. Because one thing you're going to see over here is a bunch of dilapidated vehicles. I didn't say that. The head of the Department of Transportation said it. That's the reason why it's so dangerous on the roads over here. There's too many dilapidated automobiles. There's no, they don't check to see. He says, is the kid who got nabbed alive? They have no confirmation. That's on the front page. They're waiting for confirmation. But they haven't had any confirmation that he's still alive. And see, that's uncharacteristic if it's a kidnap or ransom, because it was Thursday night, Philippine time. Now it's Tuesday, Philippine time. Something would have showed up by now. One of those news agencies would have received a note. Somebody's taking responsibility. They'd be wanting money or something. So, but up to this point, not yet. Okay, let's see. Steel City TV says, not true. He said, my Filipino paid for a lot of stuff when I visited. I told her she didn't have to, but she said she wanted to help. Yeah. But come on, man. We know she didn't spend a whole lot. Okay? You spent more than her. Y'all get on here with that stuff, man. When I visited her. So you're not here now. You're in one of them stupid ass long distance relationships. You don't know what she's doing over here. But you want to be the exception. Well, congratulations. You're still a damn fool. Because even if she's being faithful, you not over there. You're beating your damn self to death. Long distance relationship is for suckers. And the only way you're going to fix that long distance relationship is to make it short. It's to shorten it. If you're too old, too young to retire, then don't be coming over here getting in these long distance relationships. Unless you're going to bring the woman back with you. Otherwise, a waste of time and money. And somebody's going to come along who can stay over here and going to knock you out of the box. Talking about his woman paid for things. Yeah, what? You went to the Calendari and it was 90 pesos for a meal. The woman ain't bought nothing, man. Come on, man. Y'all get out here with this stuff. They saving their money. He says, the one who got away, period. Said, how much does it cost monthly expenses? It's just tough, man, to say, man. Where are you going to live? Are you going to live in Manila or are you going to live in San Carlos City? Are you going to be by yourself or are you going to have a woman? Does the woman have children? What do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you skirt chase? What do you do? There's no way people can come up with that. That's going to be an argument that we're going to have for the rest of the time that the YouTube bloggers are going to be out here putting out information. There's just no way for me to know. I'm not ashamed to say I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know you, man. I don't know what you into. It's just too much that you have to deal with. But what I would say is that, see, you're doing it backwards. And I'm not picking on you because I've said this in videos before. What you should do first, the one who got away, period, is find out what type of lifestyle you're going to live over here. And then how much is it going to cost? That's how you do it. You don't come over here with $1,500 and then say, well, what kind of lifestyle can I get for $1,500? It's too late now. You're over here. if I'm 65 and I've got Medicare or government insurance from whatever country, I'm not going to live over here permanently. That's for anybody out there. If you do that, then that says a lot about your thinking. It says a lot about the situation you're in, because nobody in their right mind would throw away an insurance plan, not only that they paid their whole life into, they paid into their whole life, but the older they get, the more likely they're going to use it. It could be potentially worth millions of dollars. Nobody in their right mind throws that in the garbage. If you're making those type of stupid decisions, which a lot of men over here do, and they want you to think they're so smart, that's on you, man. I wouldn't do it under no circumstances. Okay, so I don't know how old you are, how good of a shape you're in. I don't know any of that to tell you how much your expenses are going to be. How much of your expenses over there are you going to carry with you over here? Because we do that. We got credit card bills over there. We got prescriptions we got to pay for over there. You got to pay for them over here. Hey, Wes Butler, thanks for that super chat. He says, I'm looking at a container home on Amazon, $14,000, 40 times 23 bedroom. It costs $2,000 to ship. Do you think that's a good idea, planning on moving there? It would be if they're going to ship that. If you're going to have to get the land, which you can lease the land, or buy you a small lot of land. Hell, in depending on, like I said, you got a woman you can trust, but you can lease the land. That's not a bad thing. Okay, but I'm going to tell you that for $14,000, I mean, how many people are coming with you and all that? That sounds like a pretty damn good deal. Three bedroom. Is that what it is? Yeah, 3 bedroom. What, 1 bath? Yeah, that sounds like a good deal, man. You know, I got 2 bedrooms here. 1 bath. Your house is bigger than mine. That's bigger than mine. And I paid $20,000 at that time, $1 million pesos. But what happens when so you're going to take, if you decide to move somewhere else, you're going to have it shipped. Can you do that? Because I think you'd have to put that together. I'm almost sure you put that together. Man, that's a lot. But a lot of people are going that route. There's a guy in Bahal. He's got a whole compound of nothing but container homes and stuff that he's made. I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel or not. My buddy Mo was telling me about it. Said he stayed on the property before, but he's into all this, eating natural foods and growing natural food, different things like that. But he's got a container home. I'd look on YouTube and see if anybody else is doing it. But yeah, that's a good deal. If it's only going to cost you $2,000. Yeah, keep it simple. He says, I'm looking for disability from swinging my debit card so often. Yeah. It's fun, it's hard to really determine how much you're going to spend over here. Knowing so little about you that I know, but I know it's more expensive when you have a woman and we have a live-in with you. That's why you're going to come away shaking your head. I don't care how long you stay here in the Philippines. You're going to come away shaking your head like, well, I thought it was supposed to be cheaper over there. But that's the whole point of coming over here, right? That's what the men have said. We're here for the woman. Okay, so just put that in your budget. And that way, you're not going to have a problem. But to sit here in 2024, after everything that we know and everything that's happened, and to be naive as to why women over here, young women in the prime of their life, want to date older men, man, I'm calling bullshit on that. You know better. Okay, you're not. Men don't come to the Philippines to get stupid women. They come here to get younger women, more attractive women, but they're not stupid. There is no age gap relationships without money. Nowhere. Certainly not here. But we need to talk about it, man, because people are in denial. You see Dr. Silva on here talking about his neighbor married a woman 32 years younger than him over here. He told her he was broke and didn't have no money, and she married him anyway. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. Filipinos aren't that stupid. And it's not like they're from outer space. If she's young and she wants somebody broke, she's going to get a young, broke man over here. People are crazy. He said, you don't see fat Filipinos in pink stretch pants walking around in Walmart like all the other angry beaver. Well, you actually do over here, but it's not Walmart. They're over here now. All right, he says, open relationship. Keep your wallet open and you know the rest. Now, yeah, that's what I said. We're all in open relationships over here. As long as you keep your wallet open, she's going to keep her legs open. Okay, that's just a fact. We're grown. We can talk like that. Okay, stop being afraid to say what you want over here. Because everybody knows what you want. Everybody knows what you want over here. Everybody knows why you come all the way over here to see women for. They're not stupid, man. Y'all got to start respecting people over here a little bit more than what you do. They're not stupid. We don't come over here for stupid women, dumb women that we can easily trick. We come over here for younger, attractive women. Well, that's going to cost you. I'm sorry, but it is. He said, be a pensioner erectus, not a brocus erectus. Yeah, see, that's what I said, Michael B. Like, as long as you're spending the money and that money's coming in every month, you don't have to worry about being brocus erectus. They're going to look at you. You're going to get the Filipino makeover. You're going to be guapo. You're going to be taller than what you really are, thinner than what you really are, better looking, younger looking than what you really are. But the minute that money dries up, you're just an old, broken down bum. That's just the facts over here. There's nothing normal, guys, about these relationships over here. So don't ever think they're normal. The only time you're going to get something normal probably is if the woman's closer to your age. And it's still going to cost you. It's got a 50-year-old woman over here is going to cost you more than a 50-year-old woman there. The 50-year-old woman in America, man, they're desperate. They'll pay you. You come over here, the 50-year-old women, they just as broke as the 20-year-old women. Okay? And why would you come all the way over here for a 50-year-old woman? You're crazy. Hey, Young Fresh Global Travel, thanks for that super chat. He said, we're not coming over there for Big Shirley. That's right. But me and I was just watching a guy today. He's in Angeles City. He's with a Big Shirley. I don't know if he brought the woman over from America with him. I don't know if that's his wife and he brought her over here. But she's a Big Shirley. He's over here with a Big Shirley in the Philippines. Okay? And I'm like, okay, if that's what you like. He said, there's only one way for men, let's see, Kamal says, there's only way for men to regain the respect upon landing. Rewrite the script. Yeah, but we're not going to rewrite the script. I'm saying, okay, since we have a reluctance to rewrite the script, Kamal, just be okay with it. I would rather know what's going on. I would rather know the woman I'm with is pretending than to think that it's real. And now I'm in trouble. As long as you pretend to believe her, you're not going to have a problem. But the minute you start believing and all that stuff, that 22-year-old is with your 82-year-old ass because she loves you, you're done. You're toast, man. Just know that everything over here is cheaper than it is in America. And the women should be cheaper, meaning you shouldn't have to spend as much on a woman to take her out, to take care of her and all of that. I mean, does that make sense? So why are we spending more over here? Is the question that should be asked, and we should be trying to find out a solution. And that's what I'm trying to help you put more money in your pocket. Find out about the woman and her culture. Gift over here. Stop bringing that stuff on the Matrix over here. You're gonna buy the woman a $2,000 or $3,000 diamond ring. You going straight for the diamonds and the gold. It's levels to that, man. You got to start out with silver and the zirconia, okay? And that's gonna be an upgrade. And if she's looking at you like you're cheap or what are you doing, well, you buy your own damn diamond ring, okay? That'll stop all that. But we don't want to hurt their feelings. Remember, our self-esteem is so low, we're scraping it off the ground. So you don't want to offend her. So you don't have a budget. You're just going to keep spending. Because if a guy's got $10,000 every month over here, he's going to damn near spend that $10,000. He's not going to stop at $3,500. He said, never liked big women. That big back don't do it for me. Me either, Kevin. Even though I've had my share of big Shirleys, just give me a slim woman, really. She don't have to be, the smartest or the sharpest pencil in the pack. I just don't want that big back either. And, just everything big. Everything big, that big face. I just don't want that. Big ass lips and everything. Everything's big. Them big arms and, folds every damn where. He said, makes sense to me. Yeah, cheap prices for everything. But we're our own problem. But when you hear somebody like me, you think I'm being negative, like, he's not telling the truth, because all these other vloggers, man, they're lying to you. They're making you think that the women that they're with and married is with them because of who they are and not what they are. They're with them for what they are. Okay, remember, those women aren't damn pieces for real. Okay? They're unwanted over here. He said, more cushion for the pushing. Okay, you can do that then. He said, shouldn't the same apply to giving money to YouTubers? Well, you don't give the kind of money to me that you give to these women, Steve. Now you pocket watching. Okay, that has to work across the board, Steve. If you want to be honest, do you know there's people earning millions of dollars on YouTube? Go look up Fresh and Fit and see how much money they were getting just on super chats. That's not the same. You're talking about supporting people. You're talking about being a damn fool. You don't have to give me nothing. That's a choice. That's the big difference. You guys are just pocket watching, man. Y'all hate us. The fact of the matter is, you don't have to come over here and be with a woman and be a damn fool. You're not giving me, man, I don't get the kind of support these women get. I wish I did. It's a personal choice, period. Either way, it's a personal choice. But you're giving a whole lot more to her, because I'm not going to suck your dick. Okay, so maybe you should give her more. But when y'all get over here talking about YouTubers and the money they make, man, y'all hating right there. Y'all hating. That's a personal choice. I mean, and then it seems like it's only just the Filipino vloggers that get put through to that. Guys, I'm going to tell you, man, you don't have to worry about me getting rich on YouTube. That's what y'all worried about. There's enough people getting rich on YouTube to worry about that you don't have to worry about me. People are absolutely getting the bag. It just amazes me when men bring that up. Like, we're not supposed to earn any money. We're not supposed to get any support. I'm giving you more, Steve, than what the woman's going to give you. Except I'm not going to suck your dick. Okay? But y'all pocket watching. Yeah, he said Calvin provides a useful service. But it's just us over here to get hit with that stuff. Okay? They watching, how much is a super chat did he get? How much, you earning every month? Like, why does that bother y'all? But YouTube is earning billions on here. They're earning billions. You don't care about them, but you care about a little guy like me. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's nowhere near the same. Hey, Kevin, thanks for that super chat. Super sticker. It's not the same. It's a personal choice. If you want to support somebody. That's all. At least if you come to St. Carlos City, you get 2 nights free in there. Hey, Kevin, thank you. He said, love the insight. Definitely on my bucket list. Yeah, the Philippines is a nice place, man. I just want you to get a better outcome for your income because you're going to spend. See, on YouTube, you don't have to give them nothing. But if you come over here, you absolutely going to spend, Steve. That's why it's a big difference. You're not getting away with anything. You can come on here and sit and listen to this good conversation for 2 hours and a half, and you don't have to give anything. But when you come over here, when you make that long-ass flight over here, after you done spent for the dating site, the plane, the Airbnb, a hotel, the food, the resort, lollipops, the lechon and everything, that you don't have a choice in that matter, brother. Hey, Mike, Onstad, thanks for that super chat. This is the super sticker. This is the resident healthcare guy. Now, I'm pushing his stuff. You look at my description, I always put that in there. Okay, I don't know if I put it in here. I can't put it in there until afterwards. But my video I did this morning, look in the link, man. I'm retired. He's not. If you're going to flush your damn Medicare down the drain and give away your retirement insurance, because it's really no good over here, Mike can help you. He can set you up with a plan over here. But thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. I think he's going to be in Davao later on this month. Are you already in Davao, Mike? But these guys are always worried about YouTubers getting a little money. I don't get it, man. I don't get that one. We're entertainers to a certain extent. You think Jay-Z going to come to your city, Steve, and you're just going to walk in there for nothing? Hell no, it's the same as over here. When you come over here to see that woman, you don't got a choice. You're going to pay. I'm just saying be okay with it. I mean, there's a little guy over here that just came from here. What's his name? I Show Speed, I believe. This guy got 30 million subscribers. Go chase him and worry about the money he's earning. This guy has 200,000 and 300,000 people watching his live streams. Imagine the super chats he must get, Steve. You don't have to do anything. We're trying to help each other. No, they're going to blow up my blood pressure. It's just that, it's 2 people I don't like. Dick watchers and pocket watchers. We're too grown for that. We're too grown for that. There's 2 people I don't like, an old dick watcher and an old pocket watcher. Like an old bitch. Hey, what's up, Mike? Okay, yeah, November. Okay, in the vow. Okay. He said jealousy is a mofo. He said Medicare is good for 90 days in the Philippines. I'm not even going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that. I know that with certain Medicare Advantage plans, they'll pay for emergencies and urgent care when you're overseas. But they're going to reimburse you, and then it depends on the plan. But original Medicare is mostly continental United States and like Virgin Islands, Mexico. You can look on the policy, it'll tell you. But it ain't no 90 days. No, I'm not going to touch that. I don't know who told you that. You can't come here unless it's an emergency and you got a Medicare Advantage plan and they're willing to bill. Remember, the hospital here has to be willing to bill the plan, first of all. He said, all over the world, it plays the same. Even when I live in Africa, same story, you're speaking truth. Yeah, we're just saying, though, we get blindsided because we come to a place like the Philippines for the lower cost of living. But when we leave, we realize, man, I spent more money. Where's my money going? It's going to the woman. And you're the reason. It should be cheaper, and it will be cheaper if you make it cheaper. Ask her where she wants to eat. She's not going to say TGI Fridays. She's not going to say the Pancake House or anything like that. Okay? When you get a woman who's grounded over here and you say, let's go to Boracay, she's going to give you an alternative. The women who don't give you an alternative and say, oh, we got a beach right up the road, it's less than, and this and that. See, that's what you want. You want somebody that's going to give you the inside information. You don't want to go just by your knowledge only. I went home scratching my head, man. I spent $13,000. No, I spent $7,000. That's a lot of money in 2010. I'm like, wow, $7,000. He says, your title heading, wait. It says your title heading can create animosity. Be careful. Think of what that young American was saying on his blog and what happened to him now. Well, you don't know the facts. And anybody's been watching my channel, okay, anybody knows me, knows that I don't mean anything like that, Princess James. See, what the problem is, I'm always going to be misinterpreted in the Philippines because I'm in the Philippines. If you read that, it says, this is what we look like to Filipinos if we don't have any money, if we're broke. What's wrong with that? Okay? You don't even know that's the reason why the man had the trouble. According to the news, the local police have warned this young man, hey, there's been some threats. They advised him to leave. Okay, but don't get on here starting trouble, misinterpreting me. I've got over 2,500 videos. Nobody promotes the Philippines more than me. Okay, as a retirement destination, as a tourist destination. No vlogger gives back as much as I've given. You better ask somebody about me, Princess James, before you jump into conclusion. Okay, I've given away over 2 million pesos of my own money. Go on out there and talk to all of them sugar-coated vloggers. They ain't giving shit back. Okay, so don't get on my channel trying to twist stuff around. I don't have nothing but respect for this country and the people ever since day one. So if you want to read into that, read into it. Okay? Ain't gonna read animosity. What? You don't like the truth? That's the truth. The only reason these young, attractive women are dealing with us, the ones that do, not all Filipinos. Anybody who follows me knows I talk about the ones we deal with, the ones who own the dating site. If you think they're with us for our good looks and intelligence, then you're on the wrong. You're very naive. You certainly don't know what you're talking about. There's nobody in their right mind that would argue with that. That's the truth. 100% facts. Okay? That it's all about the money. There's no way a 23-year-old woman is going to be married to a 73-year-old man if it's nothing but money. So I'm sorry that your feelings is hurt by that title. But I have nothing but the utmost respect for Filipinos and the Philippines and their culture. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't do that anyway. I wasn't raised like that. Okay, but don't come on here misinterpreting nothing I say, because I don't know who you are really behind that profile. You obviously don't know me. And so Habib says, Michael, Onstad, I'm not sure yet, but do you have plans that cover a foreigner in the Philippines and also covers his 2 dependent children in Canada? He said, nothing's free. Yeah. You know, if I'm lying on that title, then, you know, somebody tell me I'm lying. These guys are lying to you. These other people. I'm not going to lie to you. I want you to know the truth. He said, I know what it's like when people watch your pocket. I used to know a guy who thought I should earn less than him because he had a master's degree and I didn't. But he couldn't do my job. Yeah. I mean, but people, it's just unbelievable what you have to go through as a YouTuber in the Philippines. I can't speak for nobody else. Man, we're put under the spotlight, the microscope, under so much scrutiny, man. It's just because people are jealous. They don't understand the pie is big enough. I surely don't live a life that you should be jealous of. Get some courage and get off the damn hamster wheel. Save some money and get off the hamster wheel. But don't be jealous of the simple life I live. Don't hate me. You don't even know me. But that's what's going on. You know, the pie is big enough. But that's all it could be. It's like, man, why are you worried about how much money I'm earning on YouTube? Trust me, it's not enough to be rich. There's people who are earning millions and millions of dollars on here, but you're not worried about them. You're worried about me. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Okay, there's vloggers over here who are making 10 times what I earn. Could make more. Could earn more if they had live streams. But they don't look at that. They're going to look at the men. Like it's okay to give our money away to women, but not to a man. That's the problem over here. Okay? Because if something happens to your stupid ass, it's going to be a man that's going to save you. Okay? Hey, Victoria Dove, how you doing? But I'm going to get out here, guys. Thank y'all for your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support, because that's what it is, man. Every time you watch my videos and all that, you know, it's not to ever give me a peso, man, okay? But if you do, that's not a crime, okay? That's a personal choice. But there's 2 people I do not like, an old dick watcher and an old pocket watcher, man. We're too old for that. You should be thankful, man, that God is. Just be thankful God's in the neighborhood. It means your blessing's coming, bruh. Okay? Take care, everybody. Let's hope that the young man, Elliot Eastman, man, is returned safely, man, back to Vermont at least. Okay? Anybody get any updates, man, let me know. Let's stay on top of that situation. This is stupid. I got this new screen and nothing's working. It's not. I can't even get out of it.